Eagles beat the Cleveland Browns 21-20 in their second preseason game. And there's a lot to talk about. But the one thing I keep thinking about, I don't know how you keep Jalen Reagor over Deon Cain. Dallas still stinks. King Dingbat here, and I hope everybody's having a great day. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you're hanging in there. I hope you got a chance to watch that Eagles preseason game. It was like a preseason game. It felt like a preseason game, but I hope you got a chance to watch it. We had a lot of people in the live stream. We were having some of the biggest numbers we've ever had in preseason, so thank you to each and every one of you guys. But we got a lot to talk about. How is Jalen Reagor going to make this squad? Now, before we get into all of it, let me first say this. If you're new to the channel and you like the content, make sure to subscribe. You don't want to miss anything. We're going to be streaming every Eagles game all year long, as well as other games. It's going to be a lot of fun. And if you've been subscribed for a while, just double check. Double moonwalk check. Make sure you're still subscribed. Now, jumping right into this game, there's a few things that I got to say. One, there was this fantasy that I had all night last night. Right? I had this fantasy that we were going to be watching the game, and it's going to be around halftime, and they're going to show the Cleveland Browns sideline, and you're going to see Kareem Hunt. He's walking, and somebody's going to come over him and start talking to him. Then all of a sudden he's going to say, and he takes his hat off, he gives it to the guy, runs across the sideline over to the Eagles coach, Nick Sirianni, my cannoli-eating coach, and he was going to don an Eagles hat and get traded at halftime. That would have been some great TV, but it didn't happen. But it still needs to happen at some point. Eagles still need a running back, okay? We're going to get into it. My thoughts on this game are this. Offensively, I thought the Eagles ran the ball pretty well today. I thought the offensive line, great run blocking. I thought Cam Jurgens was a standout again, a guy that can go out and once again is playing really, really good for a rookie. It makes you feel really good knowing that he's a backup to Jason Kelce. He was fantastic. I thought the run game was fantastic. That said, I still think the Eagles need a running back. Okay, I still think so. Short yardage situations, certain situations, I think you need a bigger back. And I'm going to keep saying it. Now, I thought Boston Scott was really good, especially early, but he was running through gigantic holes, okay? Pause. Then you had Kenneth Gainwell. I thought he came in and he ran the ball well as well. So I think the running backs did a great job, but it still scares the hell out of me when I think Miles Sanders is not in this lineup. And even if he is, I think you need a back. I think you need four backs. Huntley isn't cutting it for me. Not in terms of being a running back. If he can win it on a kick return, win a spot there, I'm good with it. But I think you got to keep four running backs, and I hope that they go out and address the situation. I think it is something that needs to be addressed. It's something that still worries me. I think that these running backs are decent. They're good. I don't think none of them are number ones. I think that offensive line is so good they don't have to be. But if you could add a guy a little more physical, bigger, I think that would be a good thing. And if Miles can come back and actually play, that would be great. But I thought that they played pretty good today. Let me see what they had here. So Gainwell had 11 carries for 46 yards and a touchdown. Scott had 10 carries for 33 yards and a touchdown. Huntley 8 carries, 22 yards. And then here has Reed Sinnott. And I don't know about the other two guys. It's not posting. If I refresh this on NFL, it will say no stats are available because I guess they're not keeping record of it or something. So I don't know. But I thought the running game was good. I thought Jurgens was good. I like that. They ran a lot of slants today. It was a lot of short passes, a lot of quick slants and stuff like that. It would have been nice to see them unload deep a little bit. However, if you were asking me my top standout in this game, it's Deon Cain. I thought Deon Cain had a fantastic game. I thought he had a fantastic game. What did he have? 5 catches, 66 yards. But he made some really impressive catches, okay? Especially down the sideline. He made some great catches. And I'm going to tell you this right now, okay? You have A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Quez Watkins are your top 3. Pascal's your 4. I put Cain. This is not, a Denzel Washington trickery. I put Deon Cain over Reagor right now. I literally put him over Reagor. I think he's done more than Reagor has. So to me, he deserves to be that 5th receiver. I really believe it, and he's 6'2". So to me, I look at Reagor. I think he's on the outs. I think that the Eagles are going to try to move him. I think they're going to try to trade him, which may be how they get a running back. Because I think right now, if I had to make the final cuts today, I'm putting Cain ahead of the depth chart of Reagor. Okay? And I got to tell you, it annoys me that you're in the 3rd quarter of a game and Reagor is not getting snaps. He needs to be out there into the 4th quarter. He has to do something. He made 1 catch. I think Reagor had 2 catches for 17 yards. 2 catches, very unimpressive. I mean, I'm sorry. I thought Deon Cain was better. My second standout was Devon Allen. Devon Allen, 53-yard catch. Did you see how fast this guy is? This guy is fast. The Dallas Cowboys are Turpin's fast, Turpin fast. Turpin, this guy runs circles around him. This guy's a world-class runner, hurdler. He's an athlete. He's fast. And we have to find way to get Devon Allen more chances to get more looks at him. I want him starting the next game. I want him on kickoff returns. I want him on punt returns because I'm about over Covey, whatever the hell you want to call him. You know what I mean? To me, he's like that. I forget the guy's name. I can never remember his name. Remember that old Colorado kid who was a skier? He was a skier, and he was supposed to be some return specialist. That's what Covey reminds me of right now. I'm not saying Covey can't do it, but he's shown me nothing that super impresses me. Allen, he flashed something today. So I want a good look at Allen. But I thought, he was definitely also one of my guys I really liked a lot. So if I had to give you 3 standouts, it would be Cain, Juergens, and then Devon Allen. Those would be my 3 standouts for today. Like I said, I thought the Eagles' run game was pretty good. Passing game, something to be desired. And then defensively, one of the things I didn't like today was the defense. I did not like the defense. I wasn't happy. They looked like, to me, they were just going through the motions. That's how they came out. They didn't get any pressure on Dobbs. They didn't get any pressure on anybody. Not until Rosen was in late did they actually generate some pressure. They did, to me, I didn't think the defense played very well. Now, I will say this. I have to go back and rewatch the game because, when you're streaming and you're looking here, they're looking there, you do miss things. And when you had the NFL Network, I had the NFL Network on, their broadcast, every between plays, they're just focusing in on the Browns. So, there's a lot that I missed. So I have to go back and rewatch. And I'll definitely do that before the Philly Shakedown postgame later tonight. But I was very underwhelmed by the defense. It's apparent to me, especially defensive backfield, that the Eagles do not have a lot of depth. Once you lose out and you lose some guys, starters, you got some problems. The depth is not great. So that could be a situation where, they're going to try to add somebody before the 53-man roster. I think Howie's on the phone after tonight's game trying to figure out some ways to get some more depth. So that is going to be interesting to see what they do. Nakobe Dean, I saw he made a play or two, but nothing really stood out to me. Jordan Davis, I didn't think he had the greatest game. I think he looked winded. And obviously, this is a guy that's got tremendous talent that can dominate. And at times, even in this game, you see the guy getting double teamed, still pushing people back, triple teamed points. But I think his conditioning has to be better. I know the Cowboy fans are Jordan Davis is lazy. He doesn't want to do anything. No, that's not what it is. Guy's got to get better conditioned. He was 360 at the national championship game. He was 340 at the draft. And I think he came in, 332 to training camp. He needs to lose weight. He needs to get down to 325. And this brings me to the other point that I have to complain about. When I talk about the defense, the tackling is atrocious. The tackling is atrocious. I think part of the reasons why a guy like Jordan Davis is so winded is because they don't do enough at practice. They have practices where they're 58 minutes. They don't tackle, these guys don't tackle, so that you can see how bad the tackling looked today. How many missed tackles did the Eagles have? My gosh, look at the first 2 drives and look at the amount of missed tackles. I think that they need to be more physical at camp. Even if you're not going to work out or tackle too much, I think you got to do some of it. I just do. So I think that them not having a lot of tackling showed today. I think the fact that they don't have super long practices showed today. And, a guy like Jordan Davis, he should be running sprints or something after to get his conditioning down. He needs to be about 320, 325, I think. He's got to get better conditioned, and I think that'll come. I don't think that's a problem that's going to corrupt his career. I think he's just got to get there, get in shape. And I think the fact that they don't do a whole bunch in camp, I think it hurts guys like him, because a lot of those guys would come in and they would get into shape during training camp with 2-a-days and the amount of work that they did. And I don't think that happens more. I thought Jordan Davis should have played into the fourth quarter. If it was me, I would have had him out there getting reps, playing into fourth quarter. He needs the reps. He needs the conditioning. I think the whole team needs the reps. I would have personally played the starters at least the first quarter. And, now you're going to the last preseason game. They're not going to play again. So, that's my one complaint about preseason. My complaint today is really, I didn't like the way the defense looked. I worry about Jonathan Gannon. Is he going to be aggressive? I know he wants to keep it vanilla, especially in preseason, so I'm not going to overthink it. But we did see the same type of things last year with him during the season, where he allowed quarterbacks to throw over 80% and whatnot. So hopefully that'll change. But that's my initial. Those are my initial thoughts on the game. I've only watched the game one time during my stream. Haven't got a chance to go back and watch. As I watch more, I'll pick out more things. There may be more guys that I really like today. There may be guys that you like. Put it in the comment section. Let me know who I should take a look at. I thought Blankenship played pretty good too at safety. I'll say that. So I thought he was maybe your most solid defensive player. Okay, so we'll see, but I think that this preseason game showed us, I think you still think you need another running back. You have a really good offensive line. Jurgens is a player. Devon Allen needs more look. Deon Cain should be ahead of Reagor. Those are all good things. And then defensively, I didn't think they were good. And I think Jordan Davis has to get in better conditioning. And I think he will. I don't think this is like a problem like he won't do it. I just think that he's in the process, and I think because training camp is so much later than it used to be, it hurts a guy like him who would get that extra work to get better conditioned. And he'll get there, and once he gets there, he's going to dominate this league. Okay, the guy is an absolute stud. Absolute stud. And people want to talk out with him, he's a bust. No. The only bust he has is when he enters the Hall of Fame. You know what I'm saying? Just a reminder, Philly Shakedown podcast postgame will be later on today. Have to talk to Joey. Don't know exactly when, but I'm assuming somewhere around our normal time that we do every Saturday. So look for that. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. With that said, take care. Talk to you later. Of course, don't be a dingbat. And remember, it's how we vision. We're all just living in it. I saw once again that Mark Holmes was streaming me stream the game. I know that he thinks I look like Denzel Washington. I know he thinks that I'm bringing in the Hollywood crowd. But somebody tell this guy, I'm not Denzel Washington. And I'm not going to have a meltdown during preseason. It's preseason. No meltdowns. Now, regular season, we have meltdowns because we're an Eagle fan. We expect to win. We know what winning is. We're not like Cowboy fans who haven't been to an NFC Championship game in how long? Who say things like Mark Holmes says after they lose to the 49ers the way they do. At least we tried. I don't say that. I get pissed off. If we're losing, this whole house, this wall's coming down. Because I'm not settling for at least we tried. No, we're doing Denzel Washington.